Hello everyone and welcome to another Timeless video. So today we're really taking a look at Whoops of Spells deck in Timeless format. So this deck comes from Lord Tarman, who got 4th place in the Timeless tournament. And since the last time I checked out this deck has become a lot more refined. For example, now we're playing a copy of a Once Upon a Time in the deck. This deck is actually pretty interesting because it can not only get you a land, such as the Boar Trawler, but it can even get you combo pieces such as Saint Alenda, or in our case, Balustrade Spy. Or if you need that discard spell, you can even go Grief as well, so a lot of choices to be made with Once Upon a Time, which I think is a very cool tech for the deck. And compared to last time, this deck is playing 3 copies of Sacrifice. Last time I didn't have any Sacrifice in the deck at all, just because this deck is only playing 4 copies of Grief. Compared to the other Belcher deck, it's not playing something like a Solitude to make the Sacrifice consistent. But for game 1 scenario, it's not a bad card because if you do manage to get Grief and Sacrifice, you can just straight up go into Balustrade Spy and just win the game. But for game 2 and 3, this is where it gets a little bit more interesting because now you can sideboard out this Sacrifice for something a little bit more consistent, and perhaps even an alternate win condition. So in our case, we're going to be playing this card called Goblin Charbelcher, which is a card that was actually suggested to me the last time I played Oops All Spells deck. People were commenting like, why not try Goblin Charbelcher as your secondary win condition that you can put in the sideboard? Because game 2 and 3, opponents are going to bring things like, Surgical Extraction, Leyline of the Void, bunch of other graveyard hates for your dredge plan. So in game 2 and 3, now all of a sudden you're bringing out Goblin Charbelcher and they don't even expect it. And another thing that's really cool about the Charbelcher tech in the sideboard is if you're playing against Show and Tell, and then they Show and Tell thinking they won, well, not only do you have Saint Alenda to get rid of the Omniscience, but we also have Goblin Charbelcher now. So if opponent does play Omniscience, well, they're gonna lose the game because now you put a Charbelcher down on the battlefield and then you're just going to fire opponent's face for million damage. So a lot of cool techs going on here. So I'll have to see how this deck does in the ladder. So thanks for that, I'm gonna be hopping over to some Timeless Versus 3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's honor. Alright. Well, if we can find a Grief with this Once Upon a Time, maybe. Nothing. Oh, actually, however, this is pretty cool. Wow. Chrome Mox. What a freaking card. Boom. Boom. And boom. We can also next turn sacrifice into a Creeping Chill if we have to. Are they playing lands deck? I don't know what they're playing, by the way. I need them to actually play something so I can actually find out what they're playing, so I can, sideboard accordingly. Oh no. Okay, they might be on Titan deck. They could be on Titan. I'm going to have a Goblin Charbulcher, just in case. We'll take out the sacrifice. This is usually when I played on Oops All Spells deck. I didn't even have sacrifice last time, and it worked just fine. Because technically, like you only have grief for the sacrifice. Like it's not the greatest card, and I think that's the reason why it's only playing one copy of it. I could maybe let's go down on Prize Amalgam. Okay, that's a mulligan. Okay, that's a keep. I might just go into a Charbulcher on turn 2. They're probably not gonna expect it. Hmm. We'll see. I could have also Once Upon a Timed here. Non-land permanent cards in graveyard and library can't enter the battlefield. Okay, so cards from my hand can still do that. Okay. Wow. I've been missing with the Once Upon a Time a lot recently. So that kind of sucks because now I have to draw land. Okay, there it is. Rip. My opponent has everything covered. I guess I should have gone Soren. I don't know how many copies of Besage they play, but they had it there. I think we lost. Because even if Soren comes down, we lose the game, right? Okay. So I think my sideboarding was fine. I think we just got a little bit unlucky. So now that I've revealed Charbulcher, they're probably gonna sideboard accordingly. Okay. I have a plan. So they don't have a graveyard hate. That's good. I'll just take away the natural order here. And I'll go straight into Balustrade Spy. Okay, we didn't want to draw this, by the way. The thing is, they have a lot of creatures. 3 creatures? But they're probably dead, right? They're probably dead. Yeah, we got Dark Ritual and Chrome Mox, but nothing else. Well, okay, so we can Demonic Tutor now. And we'll go Saint Alenda here. And we want to grief next turn with the Sorin. So we're gonna need to draw a black card, you know? Oh, Chrome Mox. And a Show and Tell. So they're gonna Show and Tell here. Good thing I fetched Saint Alenda, by the way. No way. No way you just did that. Well, I mean, good thing I drew a Dark Ritual, but that was actually a pretty nice play they did. Really? So, what should I do? Should I blow up the Chrome Mox?
And it will be your end. How I have sired many warriors.
I feel like I should. Eye for an eye. That way they can't cast the Mastermind's Acquisition. Very nice find. Very, very nice find, but they kind of have to win next turn. Otherwise, they just take way too much damage. So they have to tutor for the right card, and then they have to, you know, top deck into either the Omniscience or Show and Tell. This is a 2-turn clock. Wow, what a draw, by the way. So even if they get the combo, they lose because I got Saint Alenda here. So Show and Tell decks don't have like graveyard hates, right? In the sideboard. I think I might want Surgical, but that might be it. Or do I even sideboard at all? I don't know. I'll just go down on 2 copies of Sacrifice, call it a day. The Surgical is gonna be for... Oh, that kind of sucks that we actually drew this, by the way. I might mulligan. His hand might be too slow. This hand is also kind of like... meh. Hide these two. Nope. Well, wish me luck. Yep. I was looking for a grief, but we never saw it. Wow, they put an Aatroxa in the graveyard. Any reanimates? Whoa, Malevolent Rumble. Wait, this is Shifting Woodland deck? I think I kind of want to just play the Bogart Trawler here. Exile their graveyard. Because I don't think I can just go... Because I don't think I can go Sorin here. I could, however, go Demonic Tutor for a Grief. Or Demonic Tutor for... What if I go Surgical here? Surgical the Omniscience? The problem is, I don't know. I could also reanimate. I kind of want to hold on to the Felt of Profane. Oh, did I make a mistake? Are they gonna dig through time? I made a mistake. I wasn't aware of how much they milled just because they played so little cards, right? But because they played Malevolent Rumble, I was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, because they play Malevolent Rumble, I didn't think that they would be able to play Dig Through Time with only 3 lands. I didn't think it was going to be possible. That's my bad. Yeah, that's my bad. Oh, they have Waterlogged Teaching. So even if I got an Aatrox, they had a Veil of Summer and Waterlogged Teaching with Show and Tell and Omniscience. So they just had everything. So there was actually no playing around this card there. Because even if I got Grief, it wouldn't have worked. Even if I got Illustrate Spy, it wouldn't have worked. So I guess because they play Malevolent Rumble... Wow, they even play Psychic Frog. Yeah, this is a bizarre deck. So we need a land off the top, so I can play Fellow Profane on this Aatroxa, but I don't think it's even gonna work because they have a Veil of Summer. Well, I don't know how we're gonna win, but let's keep going. Definitely like a very weird variant. I can still draw into like a Reanimate. I guess another Saint Alenda will do it.
You mortals never learn.
Another Show and Tell. Okay. I mean... Oh, maybe Charbelcher is the card that we want in this matchup. Right, because they can show and tell and we win the game instantly. Why didn't I think of that? Oh, that's insane. It's a mulligan. This... Can't keep this, right? Okay. So... I don't know what to do. Like... I can technically go, like, Saint Helena here. Right? There's so many plays. Like, I can even go Belcher so that when they show and tell, I can win with the Goblin Belcher with a Dark Ritual. Or I get Saint Helena, which means, like, technically next turn I can play the Sorin out or things like that, but maybe I go Belcher. Because technically, like, Elenda doesn't win the game, and I don't technically want to play Sorin out with the Elenda this turn, right? Ooh. That's kind of bad. I guess I should have just gone Charbulcher then. Mistakes were made. But if they show and tell, like, I lose though. Like, it's just a gamble, you know? They play, like, so many Thoughtseizes. So I have to go... I guess I have to go... Like, I don't have a choice, right?
Uncultured. Welcome to the family.
Boom. Boom. What a draw, by the way. And I'll probably just grief here. Veil of Summer. Okay, so we get rid of a Demonic Tutor. Since they can go assemble the team, potentially get Show and Tell, and then put a Hullbreaker Horror down. But that's about it, right? So we just get rid of their card draw. Boom. Yeah, I don't know what the exactly, like, the correct play was there. Like, when I Demonic Tutored. Like, sure, if I get Saint Helena, you know, I can put it down with the Sorin, but you kind of don't want to because they're a show and tell deck. They could just put an Omniscience down next turn. So you're gonna be holding on to that show and Saint Alenda. But the same goes for the Goblin Charbelcher, right? So I don't know. Yeah, it's really hard to say what the correct card to get was. Right. That's a mulligan. This could be a keep, actually. Because the Once Upon a Time can find BO3 Spy. Right? Well, didn't get there. A bit of a shame. I think I'm just gonna pass. Even though I have Grief. Probably better to, you know, sequence it with something else, but... yeah, that's actually really, really sick that we got a Sorin there. Yeah, that's really, really good.
I have sired many warriors.
Okay, that's good enough to win the game. So, my opponent has no idea we're playing BO3 Spy. They could just think that we're playing some kind of a Belcher deck with Sorin. The problem is, a lot of the times our deck can't really beat this deck unless, like, we really aggro them down early. I might, like, maybe play, like, 2 copies of a Charbelcher, and I'll just go down on Sacrifice. Yeah, in case, like, they gain way too many life with the Guide of Souls, this is our backup plan. A lot of Dark Rituals. Well, we have a Toxic Deluge as a backup. We just need to get there. Okay, we got it. So, we need to dodge a Blood Moon now. Right? Okay. Okay, so I think they have... they probably have a sword, so I'm just going to Toxic Deluge here. Now we need to find a Chrome Mox so that if they do Blood Moon, we can still play it. Wait, what? What just happened? It seemed like they were going for Blood Moon. Nope. No? We'd have to get so lucky and then draw a grief with this hand. This isn't looking good. This doesn't help either. Okay, sure. I don't know what to do. Yep. What is this hand? No way. I don't deserve this. I don't.
I drink only the finest. Whiphouse Markov grows stronger.
Yeah, I don't deserve this. That is incredible. That has to be the single best top deck there, right? Was there any card that was better than that? I don't think so, right? Also, a lot of energy today. Yeah, I don't think there was a better card than that. That is crazy. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wee, wow. What a hand. So only 3 cards are coming out, huh? I'm not even sure if it's that good. A token deck? Yeah, I'm not even sure if this is that good. Maybe I should have just gone Belcher there. We'll see. Okay, it was actually good enough. Okay. So we have Soren. That's not bad. Yeah, I would say that's not bad. Looting. I have a really insane hand, by the way, because I even have Malakir's Rebirth. So technically, like, I can go minus Soren, sacrifice a Saint Elenda, and then put a Malakir's Rebirth on the Elenda, and then it comes back.
I have not survived.
Insane.
Join my crusade.
Yup. So unfair. So my opponent actually does not know that we play the Balustrade Spy. I think we can just go with this right now. Maybe like Leyline of the Void. Yeah, maybe that. Prize Amalgam and Sacrifice. Boom. Yeah, I'll keep it. Mako. Not exactly sure if this is a correct play, but I mean, it's certainly, I don't think it's that bad. Wow. That's it. No! I didn't know it works like that. It's any discard spells. Well, I need a land. You're gonna trade? Wow. Nice card. That's also pretty nice. One mana discard, 2. They discarded the flute and the elephant. And they got a hollow one out of it. Sure. We might be able to race them. Right, 4 damage a turn, 6 damage a turn. Well, I will say that this is a very interesting way to win. I have not yet won a game like this. Yeah, definitely interesting. Wow. Okay, looking for Dark Ritual. We did, but we have no land. This is actually kind of interesting. If I just find a land, I can discard the Saint Elenda. No, but I'm going first, so I'd have to. It'd be like turn 3 when I discard a card. Like next turn I'll draw a card, and then the following turn, it's like turn 3 with the reanimate. I don't think that's really that good. Ooh, no land again. Wah, wah, wah. Why, I gotta go down on... Oh my god. Oh my god. I thought I just had to discard, 3 cards, not 4. Oh yeah, we have no chance. No shot. This looks like a show and tell. Yep. Wait, it's another show and tell that's playing Psychic Frog. This is the second time we're seeing a Psychic Frog in this, Should I show? I don't think I should show. Because I lose here, right? I don't think I should show. I don't want them to know what kind of deck we're playing. So the Belcher is gonna be really good in this matchup. We'll go down on Sacrifice and Prize Amalgam. Good. Okay, this is looking really, really good. Very, very fast clock. We have a double Saint Alenda as well. Seems good.
Depart Innistrad immediately. Now, I guess you'll do.
What's nice is they still don't know what we're playing, so yeah, I'm just gonna try to push for 2-turn clock. Crazy part is it's not even over yet, right? Okay, assemble the team. If I can find a Malakir's Rebirth, that'd be actually huge. Or Grief. Like either one of them. Actually, we have Reanimate. Yeah, we have Reanimate. We'll just Reanimate. So unless they have exactly, you know, Chrome Ox again. Yeah. Didn't think so. Right, now for the hard part. Ooh. Maybe we keep this. Turn 1 Balustrade Spy. That seems pretty good. Let's hope they don't have a Veil of Summer. Okay. Got it. Okay, so we know they're gonna be taking extra 3 damage next turn for the assembled team. I'm gonna take away the trucks, I think. And we'll just go Balustrade Spy here. It sucks that we don't have another... We exiled a Creeping Chill, but... We do have 2 turns to, you know, make this happen, so we'll see. Ooh, they topped it. That's kind of dangerous. That is kind of dangerous. Can they win? I don't think there's a single card they can get that would let them get out of this. Because they have to combo here and win, but they can't, since I know their entire hand. Alright, so I played 8 games, and we actually only lost 1 game at the very start. You guys didn't get to see it because I didn't really get to play the game. I lost in the mulliganing stage. So there are gonna be games like that when you play this deck. Just because this deck is, you know, we're running a pretty low land count deck. And at the same time, you're gonna be mulliganing a lot, right? You're gonna be mulliganing a lot. So sometimes you're just gonna lose during the mulligan stage, as you've seen from some of my games. But yeah, the deck is absolutely crazy. So I played a similar deck to this. Last month, I made a video showcasing Sorin plus Alenda in Oops All Spells deck because I was like, hey, Balustrade Spy happens to be a vampire, right? So that happened, and I haven't really played the deck too much, and I also haven't seen other people try this deck at all in the ladder, in best of 3. So this is pretty exciting that now we have a actual list that's pretty fine-tuned for the best of 3, especially the sideboard. And last time, I didn't have Goblin Charbelchers. A lot of people suggested that maybe having Goblin Charbelcher in the sideboard is going to be really, really good because as soon as you see like Sorin Balustrade Spy, opponents going to start bringing like graveyard hates such as like Surgicals, things like that. This is actually my first time playing with the Charbelcher in the sideboard, and it's been actually so good. Especially in a show and tell matchup, this is a free win. If you have this in your hand, an opponent show and tells, they're dead. And even against like energy deck. So energy deck is a little bit of a hard matchup, funny enough, because of this card, Guide of Souls. So what ends up happening is if you don't combo early, and they get some Guide of Souls down and also the Pride, they gain way too much life. And because all of your creatures are like ground creatures, such as like Silvermote Ghouls, Prize Amalgam, you can't really attack. Because if you do attack, they're gonna live, 1, and they might also transform a Johnny. It was a little bit of a risky matchup, even if you do get the Balustrade Spy down. But now, you can bring some Goblin Charbelchers, which is great versus that deck, because it doesn't really matter how much life total they have, right? A lot of the times I just cut some Sacrifice and bring some Charbelchers. By the way, the Sacrifice hasn't been that great. It has some synergy with the Sorin. It has some synergy with the Grief, but the Sacrifice, because this deck doesn't play Solitude, this card's a lot of the times is very much dead. So usually this is the card that I sideboard out a lot. So this is not going to come up too often. So this is the card that I often sideboard a lot. So like in game 1, it's pretty good because you can like turbo into your combo. But in game 2 and 3, this is a pretty easy cut because now, the jig is up. Opponent knows what you're doing and they're going to have some hate cards. So this is the card that you can probably sideboard. The Once Upon a Time edition was actually kind of cool because this can not only get you a land, because Bogart Trawler happens to be a creature as well. This can also find you like Balustrade Spy, Grief, Saint Alenda. So like a 1 copy of Once Upon a Time is actually pretty nice. And even if you like kind of draw into these, like, right, like you have Once Upon a Time, you draw into it, it does nothing. Progenitus or Worldspine Worm. The fact that like the Chrome Mox also exists, right? You can also just exile these. That's another reason the Progenitus is actually really good, is because it's a black mana card, so you can grieve into this, right? And I think the reason why this deck is not playing double Progenitus is because could get, like Stone Brained. Like if opponent Stone Brains you and then takes away your Progenitus, not that they're gonna do that. You can't really surgical the Progenitus, but like I don't know, maybe in some game, 1 out of 100, like they're gonna Stone Brain your Progenitus. Like I don't know. I think it's quite relevant that you have a Progenitus and another card. And in this case, the second copy of Progenitus is gonna be the Worldspine Worm here. This honestly could be anything. It could be Nexus of Fate. It could be Darksteel Colossus. The reason why we're playing Worldspine Worm is because Darksteel Colossus is a colorless card which doesn't work with the Chrome Mox. And the Nexus of Fate generates blue, which could let you cast a Prize Amalgam, but the fact that the Worldspine Worm happens to be a creature means that perhaps in some games, like you need, Dark Ritual into Chrome Mox, into Balustrade Spy, and then you Once Upon a Time that turn, and you really need a creature, and you hit a Worldspine Worm, right? Thank God you can Chrome Mox into Worldspine Worm and then Dark Ritual and then Balustrade Spy. But if you had Nexus of Fate, you're not going to be able to Once Upon a Time into it. So I think those are the reasons why it's playing the Worldspine Worm. Maybe I'm just overthinking it, but it sounds logical in my opinion. So yeah, congrats to Lord Tarman for placing fourth with this deck in the tournament. The deck is incredibly powerful, very degenerate, and has a lot of lines. Has a lot of lines that you might not expect, like especially if you're playing Timeless for the first time. So yeah, that is gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye bye.